It took a matter of hours for the relentlessly fast-moving fire to rip through the Colorado towns of Louisville and Superior. Driven by powerful winds, the flames devoured home after home within minutes. Firefighters said it was like nothing they'd ever seen before. The flames moved so quickly through the dry grass, crews couldn't keep up. It was the most destructive fire in Colorado state history, and it burned not in the heat of summer, but the cold of winter, a rare event that many weather experts say, as the climate warms and droughts become more prevalent, won't be all that rare in the future.
Because of increasing frequency and duration and severity of drought, there's a higher probability that those winds are going to come when the vegetation is quite dry.
Erica Fleshman is the director of the Oregon Climate Change Research Institute. She says while there's no evidence one way or another wind patterns in the Pacific Northwest are changing, there is evidence we will be experiencing longer and harsher droughts, drying out even winter vegetation.
The drier conditions are making it more likely that a fire is going to spread rapidly and be difficult to contain.
And Fleshman points out more and more of those fires are happening in populated areas.
For example, some of the fires that occurred in southern Oregon, in 2020, similarly were not in area that they weren't forest fires. Those were in largely urban areas.
Fleshman says it's critical communities and individuals prepare for more extreme weather and faster moving fires.
Having all that type of preparedness so that you can evacuate or you can sustain yourself safely when there's not a lot of public services for some period of time.
Experts say like we prepare for earthquakes in the Pacific Northwest, we should also prepare for wildfires. Make sure you have an emergency kit to be able to live without power or running water for days, and have an evacuation plan. Utilities are working on plans too.
So there's discussions of public safety power shutoffs in the Pacific Northwest when there are high winds, especially during dry periods.
There's even been discussions about changes in building codes.
My understanding is there's a lot that can be done with ventilation systems to make it less likely that that sparks will go through an HVAC system and basically ignite the house from the inside.
Oh my gosh.
Changes we will have to consider as our climate warms, dries, and our weather gets more extreme. Keely Chalmers, KGW News.